The other day I was hanging out in the Japantown Plaza in San Francisco, and I saw a couple of tourists taking turns in taking pictures of each other. In situations like this, it is often my habit to go up to them and ask if they'd like me to take a picture of them together. I do this for multiple reasons. For one, I feel like that if there's one less vacation photo of a couple, with somebody's camera holding arm totally in the frame, I would see that as a good thing. Also, I figure that if there's one less instance of a selfie stick being used at a tourist attraction, I would see that too as a good thing. Also, I'm surprised how many people will take a photo of a person's face from this direction, with the midday sun directly behind them, and then say, his face came out a little dark. I wonder why. So anyway, I went up to them and asked if they'd like me to take a picture of them together. They said no. This did not bother me. At least 40% of people say no. But then, this guy sitting on a park bench weighed in on the situation and said, "Yep, that's the method I use to get all my camera phones too." And they all laughed. I went over to another section of the plaza to think for a minute. See, for as long as I've been doing this, I've always known in the back of my head that the majority of people who don't want me to take their picture refuse because they think I'm a con man who is just trying to steal their phone. But this is the first time that anyone has implied this directly, and it has additional resonance coming from someone who's saying he's done it, and it works like a charm. But what was really bugging me was that I started wondering if my Sesame Street ethics of trying to be friendly and helpful may abstractly make things worse. See, if a person lets me take their picture and I don't steal their phone, it's possible that this may give them a sense of warm, fuzzy, but totally false security in public places. So then the next person who asks will in fact have a far easier time in stealing their phone. It's an irrational thing to worry about, I know, but since the debate about what is right, what is wrong, what is moral, what is not, what helps, and what hinders seems to be totally up for grabs at this point, so I may as well throw my own dumb story into the kettle just to make everything even more confusing. Anyway, later that day I was walking through Golden Gate Park, and I saw a couple of other tourists looking bewildered over a map. I went up and I asked them, "Are you lost?" And one of them said, "Why?" And I said, "Well, I know the park pretty well. I can point you in the right direction if you're lost." And she said, I don't think that we asked you." So I said, "Sorry. There's probably some moral to this story, but I totally don't want to think about what it may be."